date with that like I couldn't stand the sound of your mouth.
I mean,
for
like if
Just
you're
like
not
that.
if you're not
You do
gonna
that.
Hi, everybody, and
dating
welcome
them,
to the
you just
Dreamlands.
Yeah.
abandon
so
it.
that's-
You're like, you chew like a fucking weirdo. I'm out,
Yeah.
and then you.
Well,
delete
he
their
might
number.
not. If Lauren legitimately has misophonia, it's not about him being weird. It's just any sound like that would trigger it, whether it's abnormal or normal.
Yeah.
So now that I'm married,
Oh,
and
so you
Zane
went
is-
back to the date.
Zane
Oh,
is the
Zane?
only man I've ever dated, actually.
That's healthy. So everybody, welcome to the Dreamlands, Chapter 3. Guys, it's Chapter 3 of the Dreamlands. Tonight's chapter is Course Court Revisited, which, for those of you who didn't know, is a little reference to something called Brideshead Revisited. Did you guys know that? Did you guys get that?
No.
I was trying to place it.
What?
Don't worry about it. It's just a book.
Yeah.
It's a fucking book. Everything's dumb. Everything I do is stupid. Listen, we're here for some
Not
fun.
everything.
Well, that's fair. Thank you for that nuance. Actually, that is
Wow.
That's not everything.
Damned by faint praise on that one.
No, I'll take it. The fainter, the truer. That's what I've always said. So yeah, my name's Philip. I'm long lost lore. I'm ensconced by a bunch of wonderful players.
I hate that you say that.
Because Dan told me to.
Do you know what it like that bothered Dan?
Mostly.
It bothers me that you say it now. So pick your favorite one.
I just think,
Oh, you don't want to play that game.
No, I
You're
will.
Just gonna. You're just no, because he will only do it to hurt you. It doesn't
I-
matter.
yeah,
That's
because here's
favorite.
the thing. If
You
I
guys are
don't-
playing two different games.
Dan won't
Yeah.
care if I don't go with his preference. But if I choose Dan's and imply that he is the favored, then it will harm you.
Y'all are right.
Yeah. So therefore, Dan has the power and you have none.
Philip is the Whopper. The only way to win is not to play with Philip.
There you go. We got some fun stuff going on here. I'm also going to just mention, this is Course Court Revisited, which I do feel like I put my finger on the scale more than I intended to. I was trying to give accurate information. And maybe people just didn't want to go to Raven's Dread. That could be
Never
the thing.
give accurate
But
information.
this was our first landslide victory. I will also say that Course Court Revisited, as an option, because it was available for the preceding 2 votes, now is the all-time vote winner by a massive number. And unless there's another thing that's there for multiple weeks, because it received over a third of the votes for the first 2 votes, and then it received pretty much all of them this time. This was a real landslide for Course Court Revisited. So perhaps we will go to Raven's Dread, which is, for those of you who don't pay attention to the downtime who are in here, that is what in the description of the other option, the lantern in the gate, that was your other mission. That is where someone named Orlando purportedly comes from. Is
The Stitched, right?
Yeah, he is a Stitched. So they said it's from a place called Raven's Dread, and they suggested, and Henry Lovestone said you guys could go there, but the vote was in for.
I will say I am shocked that it was as one-sided as it was, because of you simply talking about how Raven's Dread is the only material plane that has sprung up from a Dreadland.
We did mention that, yes.
Stitched people freak me out though.
There you go. But I think, and yes, also Galador
But
Saber.
he's a good-looking one, Lauren.
Calling it CCR. Did you know Jacob Elordi is playing the Frankenstein's monster in an upcoming movie? So there you go.
I can get behind that.
That's the take on this. And yes, Galanorian Saber, yes, the obviously Course Court Revisited. It was all a way so that I could have people writing CCR.
Yeah.
Green River, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Looking at
I wanted to make so many just doing a bunch of Creedence Clearwater Revival songs as my vote.
Yeah.
But I already yelled at Dan on stream. I can never step out of line again.
Specifically did. Yeah, that would be a tough look to turn.
He's
around.
just waiting for the moment. He's waiting for you to just even one typo, and that's it.
So let's talk a little bit about what we've learned. Now, last week in the Dreamlands, our intrepid heroes got information but also engaged in some provocation when they went to the TVU to appear on Meet the Plains. They discussed the rise of Maisie with Dr. Charm, the host. And then they kind of called out Maisie once once she called in to sort of talk to them. Although Maisie's primary interest was not so much in what the party was saying, but Maisie was very intrigued to see the little doll that Nova, your ghost obsessed party member, had with her. And so Maisie seemed, though you guys gained perhaps some information from this, and especially Corinna, I think perspective on a little more perspective on these so-called arcane abominations, these other creatures. You gained some perspective on that from both Dr. Charm and others. So you got good intel, but upon returning after you'd kind of exchanged words with Maisie, and DJ3 had been, not at all threatening. DJ3 kind of just was vaguely threatening to Maisie, like, we're not scared of you. And then Filian did say, it doesn't matter if you come with 1,000 mimes. So I'm just saying that has been a claim that is a taunt that your side has made to Maisie. Send 1,000.
What is it? 6 feet away at all times?
Understood.
Yeah.
That's the halo. In D&D, you usually do more like 10.
Okay, 10 feet away at all times.
Sure. It's hard to see where Filian is though, because and you probably wouldn't smell Filian the way you'd smell other things, because Legos don't have a musk that you're amazing.
I feel like Filian still has a musk.
He does, but only other Legos smell it.
Oh yeah, if you're a Lego, I am just rancid.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not. I have to go grab my Filian figurine. Hold on. You guys, please talk about.
Well then, okay.
I guess let's just sit in silence for 30 to 45 seconds.
That's so difficult for me.
Did they just sit in silence, or did you actually say anything?
I
We
said
sat in
let's sit in silence
but it
for
was only
30
like-
to 40. Yeah,
But
it was only like 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it was just over there. Doop. Okay. Just so I can hold him up when he's talking on a couple of occasions. Not worth the move. The Fleecing Schemester also gave you some more perspective on, although I should say it is the character of the Fleecing Schemester and not the Arcane Abomination himself. The Fleecing Schemester sort of suggested that Arcane Abominations in many ways are simply ideas that don't fit. That's how he phrased it.
Right.
You guys then talked a lot about Nova speaking to the dead, and Corinna talked about Tinnerberry scones, and, it was all very pleasant and fine. However...
Tinner, right?
Scones.
Not Tinder.
Tinner.
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 Because I am from
Tinder.
Tinnerville.
Tinnerville.
Tinder.
Yes, precisely.
What is Tinder?
Well, that's something used to start a fire.
Corinna would know that as Tinder of the,
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, I thought we were going the other way.
It certainly starts a fire.
That's
It's
right.
matches to go with the tinder. I believe it starts most fires, actually. It's a necessary step unless you're using magic.
If anyone would like to now say we didn't start the fire, you're welcome to. Has anybody heard the redo of that song that they did?
Fall Out Boy did it.
I remind me to talk about this after Raw, because I have a fun fact about that song and fires.
But you don't want to say it on stream?
No, I will. Okay, so I actually
Yeah,
started.
please, yeah.
I started one of the biggest Facebook groups at the time, because there was a fire in my city, and like everybody was like, "Oh, we survived this fire." I can't get too specific because it's actually like a smaller anyway. So I created a group called "We Survived the Blank Fire," and thousands of people joined it, and you could like, and then I also did a MySpace group with "We Didn't Start the Fire," and that actually grew really fast. And then I got scared, and
That's
so
fire stuff to do.
yeah, exactly.
So you
And
did
so
start
then-
the fire.
I didn't start the fire,
That's
but
true. It was
it
always burning against the
created,
Wisdom turning.
but it
I-
also created a national and international media storm, this whole like fire situation. And the group that I created on Facebook in 2006 was like cited in several news articles, and it freaked me out. So I just left the group and like stopped being a moderator. And it was one of the like first Facebook groups that was like big. So
The classic Facebook groups.
yeah.
When you were saying that you couldn't divulge too much information, I thought you were confessing to having started the fire.
Oh no.
He's under witness protection right
Hyper
now.
version.
Fire.
Like that her records have been expunged. It's fine. Like
But it was an international situation because it got so big. Also, I did post on eBomb's World one of the first internet reactions to Two Girls, One Cup.
I think you have to edit the VOD for this one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
This. I gave her this platform. I said, go ahead and tell your story before we started. And
It was just people watching it for the first time,
I understand.
and I
We all-
recorded it and uploaded it.
I had managed to get that out of my brain and out
Yeah,
of my thought
right
space,
back in there. Thank you.
and
so
now
much.
it's just
Wow.
Sophia
Come
wants
right
to know
back.
why, and Sophia also wants to say
She asks
stop.
that every stream at the things I say, and the thing is, because I am who I am.
I am what I am. Bye-bye.
I am what
well,
I am.
anyway.
Go ahead, DJ.
So where's the where's the first Olive Garden, Philip?
Guys, I will actually talk about this. This is the last. This is the last.
This is the most inane yet most fun thing we've
The
ever
most
done.
fun game in recorded history was played, and I actually feel bad because it was Ka and KJ signed off pretty darn quick last week, and the rest of us after this stream stayed on for over an hour playing a game called Where Was the First, where we would say a chain restaurant and then ask where the first one was located. And
Well, it started with only fast food, and then it
It started
expanded
with fast
to
food, then
other like.
And then we get to
And there was
fast
some-
casual.
I'm going to
Yeah.
make the claim, though. I'm going to do this to KJ and Ka right now. You guys can make guesses. The rest of us all remember this one
Okay.
because this was wild. Where's the first KFC?
Not in Kentucky, that's for sure.
Maybe it is. Maybe this is a trick.
No, because he's not even a colonel. He lied about everything, so it's not even from Kentucky.
Oh,
Louisiana. It's
I'll-
Cajun.
fair enough. I will say this. The Colonel's first restaurant is in Corbin, Kentucky. So it is from Kentucky. The recipe was developed in Kentucky. He is from Kentucky. But where is the first restaurant that was called Kentucky Fried Chicken? The first place
Texas?
called that. Not Texas, not Louisiana. Salt Lake City,
Huh.
Utah. Guys,
Yep.
it's the most fun game you've ever played.
It is, yeah, it is always surprising. Oh, like 99% of the time you go, really?
The one that I actually I clearly did this game to some friends for dinner over the weekend, and everyone was blown away by TGI Fridays. We'll get into this all later. The point is, it's a really fun game, and next we're gonna do chain stores. Next up, we're gonna start doing like, where's the first Big Lots?
What's a Big Lots?
Big Lots.
I don't know. Yeah, we're doing that one live right now. What's everyone's guess on the first Big Lots?
Is it Big Lots or is it Pick and Save?
It's Pick and Save.
I'm saying the
Oh,
first...
that's going to be hard because it's going to be because they're
Never
different
mind. We're not
names
even
in different
doing it.
places.
We're not even doing it. Okay,
Right.
good point. We're not even doing it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Thank you, team, for ensconcing me.
We've already ending the stream.
No, we're finally getting into it now. So, we are going to begin Course Court Revisited. A long. Oh, also, I started talking about putting my finger on the scales, and the point is, I did say this is probably your last opportunity to do Course Court Revisited, and I feel like that really did tilt the vote in its favor. So I sort of feel bad about that. I felt like that was information I should give, but also I feel like that really caused it to win in a runaway.
No, I think you're fine, Philip. I don't think there's a world in which we will follow the main plot if the main plot is presented to us so openly.
Sure. That's fair. All right, so I should just manipulate the vote. It's the illusion of choice every week. You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
All right, so with that in mind, we're going to do Course Court Revisited. We will begin in the park with our intrepid team. We'll say that you all have had sort of a day or two's break since your sojourn to Meet the Plains. Henry Lovestone has has not returned yet, but he has kind of sent word more formally, and so you guys, he said like, I'll be there really soon with your next mission and everything. But since we're going to go to, we're going to be heading to, the so-called, Earth CC 7722, which is the realm of Murder by Murder and Strange Lore. And we actually have 3 players here who've been in those games, so there may be callbacks to that world in there for you guys. Kevin and Pierce, you guys can just let it ride. So sure enough, Henry loves to. Yes, go ahead.
Speaking of let it ride, gotta roll luck.
Yeah, go. I was about to have you guys roll luck, but go ahead. Look at KJ's face. She wishes she never
So
met
happy.
you. She hates you so much. She hates you
How many
so
do
much.
we roll?
You roll 4d8.
2 twos.
2 twos. Congratulations, you have 4 luck for today.
2 twos as well.
2 twos, 4 luck for today.
No matches from me.
No matter.
2 sixes.
2 sixes, 5 luck for today. 3 luck for you, Dominic and Pierce.
3 for me. No,
It's okay.
no matches as well.
KJ, you did great, and Kevin did just as well as you do, but he's rewarded more with an extra luck die.
It's like Philip built in the pay gap into this game, the gender pay gap into the game.
But what we can do is I can point out that technically the women have more luck right now than most of the men.
Oh my god.
Just the man with the most luck is, because you guys both have 4 luck today, and Pearson and
You
Ka
know,
have 4
you
luck.
know how he got that luck? He just fucking asked for it like some.
Listen,
Oh my god!
listen.
No.
Philip,
Yeah,
can
help that I'm
have
lucky.
more luck?
As Steve Harvey has taught us on many times, you need to act like a lady but think like a man.
Can I have more
Fuck
luck?
up.
You may
Oh
not.
my god.
I'm gonna add more luck.
Are you for real?
You cannot.
Are you for real?
She cannot have more luck.
You know what?
Her
I'm
character's
gonna
not.
go.
Her character is not canonically lucky like DJ3 is. That's why he got it.
Yep.
That
I'm
is
gonna
good.
steal that luck like a mobster I am. I'm gonna point a Glock at DJ3. Hey, give me your luck
You
today.
could try.
Hey, give me all your luck.
You'd probably luck out of it though. You'd go to pull it, drop it.
God
You'd hit
damn
the
it. That
ground,
would
fire
be
back,
true.
and hit
You would Looney Tunes that shit out of me.
You can't steal from the lucky. So, as you guys argue about who's the luckiest, and DJ3 is probably always trying to do card games and all of this, Henry Lovestone will arrive and say, oh yes, my friends, hello. It is wonderful to see you all. Again, sorry for my long absence. I've been sort of chasing down some other leads, but I think I have an angle on going to Raven's Dread when the time comes to sort of follow things up with Orlando. But there is still this uncertain question of, if you recall, the Course Court, which is a realm from... Actually, it's literally... See that building right there? And he sort of
Yes.
points at Course Court. You're going to that. DJ3 and Nova, I believe the two of you are sort of, the two of you are familiar with this. You say the structure has been here. And in fact, DJ3, you would probably remember it is literally the first place you guys summoned.
And then we upgraded it by adding the jacuzzi.
Yes, I don't... Well, honestly, the one you're going to could have a jacuzzi somewhere on the premises, although it probably will not. You see, the course court that you're going to be visiting is one from around 70 years in the future of this one here. So, after 70 years, the ownership of the property has changed hands, and it is now being used as the destination for a restaurant.
For a what?
A
A
restaurant.
restroom?
Oh, restaurant.
A restaurant, a fine dining establishment.
I thought you said restroom.
Oh, sorry, Asha.
Same.
A restaurant, an eatery. In particular, a fine dining establishment. It is of course on a small island called Gin Island, and Course Court. That is where they're sort of going to be basing it. This was something on this earth that was very popular at the time, with these sort of very sort of bespoke. I believe they're doing.
Wait.
Yes.
So this is 7 years from now?
70 years from the 1930s energy that it was. The course code that you found was as it was in the 1930s on a world that is not yours but is very similar. To Corinna, to Dominic, it is marginally similar. Filian and Asha, this is just you'll not have sort of you'll have less perspective on this, but your presence will still be useful for certain missions. So, the point is, there is a chef, a restaurateur. What word should I say so they understand that and don't think I'm saying restaurant?
Chef Everything Bagel.
It's not owner. Well, yes. He is the executive chef, and he has sort of designed the menu. He's a young chef, and he is the owner as well. He's sunk a bunch of money with some financing and things. Yes, Corinna.
There was an abomination mentioned previously with the name Course.
Oh yes, Lord Joseph Course is.
Yes.
Yes. So
Will
that
he be
abomination. Well, funny you should ask, Corinna. The Arcane Abominations, and yes, I did get your report that you did from your appearance on Meet the Plains. I actually watched the footage back. Filian and DJ3, you two really went after Maisie there when she appeared. That was
So when I was saying hello, you heard me. Did you say hello back?
No,
I couldn't
Corinna,
hear.
I did not, because I was watching a recording of it, so it was after the fact. It had already occurred. I didn't see it. I didn't catch it live. It was
Isn't that why you assembled us?
Oh.
To go after Maisie? I feel like we are the only ones who completed that task.
That is explicitly not why I did, but okay, fine, sure. To investigate Maisie, not so much to threaten her, because if Maisie brings 1,000 mimes, that could be trouble.
Can she come here?
Maisie cannot come here because
He's right there.
Well, yes, one, she is.
I mean,
you know what, DJ3?
if it comes with 1,000 mimes, can we hear them come before it's too late?
Yes, if 1,000 mimes die in the woods and they don't make a sound, will anyone care? It's an eternal.
We'll find out.
No.
Thank you, Asha. So, in any event, yes, I did catch your appearance on Meet the Plains, and I know that you are sort of looking into these arcane abominations. And yes, Lord Joseph Course, as he has been called, came up there. That arcane abomination is the most interesting to me.
Why?
Okay, what powers does he have? This seems like he has a lot of powers.
Well, he has actually far less power than any other arcane abomination.
Huh.
Which is what makes him interesting, because he also... I'm beginning to believe that there are sort of narrative elements to everything going on. It is not only sort of magic, but I have a suspicion that the truest magic of all is story, if that makes sense.
Story.
It doesn't, but go on.
A story, a narrative, a series of events that happen, and then changing a narrative, a retcon, a saying, no, this is what really happened.
You're not trying to do those educational things like the power of books, right? Because there ain't no power in books.
I disagree. That is extensively where all my powers come from.
There's great power in books.
And a few bargains, but...
The point being...
We used the book to do a retcon here.
Precisely. Which... you all have accomplished some things. The point is, Corinna, Lord Joseph Course. God damn it. You know what, Corinna?
What?
You can tell that... Damn, this isn't how I wanted to do this. Corinna, you can tell that he... Do a charm persuade roll. Or let me rephrase that. He clearly is holding something back. If you would like to try to get him to talk more, you could make a roll. Charm persuade is one possibility. You could attempt more just like a detect vibe read person. You don't think you're gonna know what he's holding back, but if you want to try to get him to say more, what kind of roll are you making?
I'll do charm persuade.
Would you like to spend any power before making the roll to give yourself extra dice?
No, I already did it, and no matches.
No matches. He just sort of says, I... Lord Joseph Course is one form he's taken.
He's a shapeshifter.
not so much. The point is, sort of, it's complicated. Corinna, I want you all to keep your eyes open to who is there. And if you feel that there is anyone whose presence is... And it's difficult to say this because many people have a heavy energy to them. Their presence can be a weight on things. But the point is, if you encounter anyone who seems unduly to be sort of causing distress and sinking things and standing in the way of people's just ability to live and be happy.
Well, do you have any sort of detection device, a crystal or a...
You're going to a mundane world. Oh, yes, Asha?
No, you don't need device. You just look for sad face.
That's true, yes. But in this case, the problem with this face is it's not always sad. It's the sadness he can give to others, or it's they.
Is he gonna look like his friend Dr. Charm, the fleecing schemester?
He though I suppose he could look like that, he doesn't typically know.
You know,
Are you saying that this emotional manipulation is magical, or is he just kind of a bummer?
Very good question.
It is not. It is magical, but in a different kind of magic. You see, magic is going to be... I can perform certain magics even in that world. And you all can do some magic there as well. I'm also going to put glamours on you, which is interesting because it's magic that will make you look like you belong in that world. But even though it's magic, the world will reinforce those glamours because it will make you fit in the rules of that world more. That probably doesn't make sense. The idea is, Corinna...
No, checks out.
Yeah,
We
I
just
know.
gotta wear a suit.
It's basically Corinna.
Oh.
I'm going to make you look like a human, you know, and
very well.
And when you do, even though that is a magical spell I'm casting in that world, it won't be rejected because it is helping you conform.
Wait a minute. I'm not too sure about looking like a human.
I apologize.
We know
Dominic.
what those punks did, summoning those goddamn octopus people.
Indeed, and
Well,
You mean that one?
The humans that I know, well, the human that I know, she was wonderful. There's nothing wrong with
Oh,
humans.
don't you try that on me. They were all on the other side.
in Dominic's world, the humans were a problem. Yes.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
But
there can be good ones like DJ 3. Yes, yes.
good,
you
noble, and lucky ones. Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Exceptionally lucky.
You're a so-so.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Will my magic still be effective there?
No, it will not.
Okay. Very well.
Your magic.
What about Asha's magic? And then she turns around and twerks.
That
That
magic?
works in all universes.
Yes, that is a universal language. That is, if we consider that magic, then yes. That
Will
is-
Asha be a human as well?
I do.
Well, Asha and Filian, I have a couple of options for them that are slightly different. Asha could be a human. She would be a child. Honestly, to change your size is a bit more complex. So I could.
If you make Asha a child, I hate crime.
All right. Well,
It is inappropriate to convert smaller stature creatures or
I understand.
people
No, I completely
into
understand in ordinary, I'd say,
children.
but it is.
It's
it is-
infantilizing.
Her magic will become very upsetting coming from a child.
That is true. But there is well, I was going to actually speak to. I was going to speak to.
I kind
Asha.
of want you to make me a child now, just like.
I was going to speak to Asha and Filian about their respective. It does seem that it looks like Nova's having a ghost day. The ghosts have told her not to go, so Nova's not going to be joining us.
Do not do the circle dance.
Are
unless she
you
suddenly shows up.
keeping
And
an
then,
eye on her?
in the sense of that she's communing with dark forces.
She'll be
and
fine.
The dead. No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
just sort of trusting her to do that because I have a lot of irons in the fire. Let's see. Treason is hello. Nope, Treason is still stunned.
Beginning to think that's just a Lego.
Right.
A Lego.
Treason, can you just say something to the group, just so that they know you're not just a Lego?
Oh, she's quiet.
Everyone make a listen roll. Under your vitality.
2 4s.
2 force.
Sci-fi.
Yes. Sure. Sure, Henry. Sure.
Did anybody have a success other than Corinna? Then Corinna, you alone hear a tiny voice whispering on the wind. Commodore. Commodore.
So, just the Lego.
No, she spoke Commodore, but
she's still going on about the
she's hung
Commodore.
up, yes. So the point being,
That's not good.
It is a love story. I hope has a happy ending someday, but
It won't.
yeah, probably won't. So, in any event, my friends, Corinna, DJ3, and Dominic, either through glamours or your own existing charm, you are going to be going as guests. I have infected the dreams of one of the individuals sort of organizing this, and I have put your names on a list and bumped some other people and whatever. They can go at a later date, they'll be fine. You will be going to... I feel like things are coming to a head. You will be there at the opening night of this restaurant, the very first service.
Are you covering the bill?
Well, I'm going to send you with a good deal of money, yes. That is more for tipping, I believe the bill... Well, you can also, yes, run a credit.
there's tipping in this universe as well.
There is, yes. It's pretty universal, unfortunately. It's one of the
Who'll
great...
pick up the cows?
Well, not.
Yes, why would we be tipping with Asha in this? Why are we tipping over the livestock in this facility?
Gratuity. Okay. My friends, the point is, the three of you were going to do that. Now, if Asha and Filian, if you would prefer, it's kind of a question of how much we want to split the group. Asha, there are things I could do to make you even stealthier, and Filian.
Okay.
You are very stealthy as you are at this size. So, I was considering having a dual-pronged approach where the two of you could poke around Course Court, look around in some of sort of the go into the kitchens over here. What you can, just it's a recon mission. You're really not to get too involved in any matters, but if you would all rather be together, I do have means of making Asha and Filian human. And Asha, if you don't want to be a child, I suppose there is something I could do.
If Asha choose sneak, well, what Asha look like?
Well, Asha, you will continue looking like yourself. I'll just make you a little smaller. Not as small as Filian, but even smaller than you are now. You can stick to the shadows of Course Court, sneak around, gather what intel you can. And then Filian, you can sneak even more brazenly in certain circumstances.
If we choose the sneak route,
yes.
Well, Asha, will you be bringing your metal steed, or shall I ride you?
Well, Scoo not very fast. Normally, when Asha borrow things, she have to leave Scoo behind.
I would recommend Scoo not go on this mission.
Yeah.
The rest of you will simply be partaking of the meal from the front of house, trying to get the vibe of the area, learning what you can about Course Court. And hopefully you will have an opportunity to speak to this chef, to this Damien Aventi is his name.
Damien,
yes. Dame.
So,
Damien Aventi.
Aventi. Dame is what his friends call him.
So if Asha stay Asha, but small Asha,
yes.
Can Asha still? Asha can't talk to people.
Yes, we would not want if Asha and Filian. I'm speaking to you in the third person. If you and Filian, if the two of you wish
that normal way to talk.
Okay, if Asha and Filian wish to communicate with individuals, wish to be part of the sort of if you wish to gather information through conversation and through sort of socializing, then I would recommend you allow me to make you appear to be sort of part of the sort of regular human, just normal humans attending a dinner. I can make it a party of 5. No
Asha be small. Asha don't want to be naked without fur.
Well, you would be wearing clothing, but I understand you would not be furry.
Just disgusting. You're just walking around without fur on like that.
Understood. So Asha and Filian, you wish to take a stealth approach, is that correct?
Yeah. I'll go with Asha. Filian, go with Asha.
Well, okay, it's my God, it's spreading. Okay, so,
You're welcome.
in that case, yes, so Corinna and Dominic and Doug. You can use your own names. Those names are perhaps not the most common, but they will not sort of bat an eye.
What's wrong with Doug?
No, nothing's wrong. No, I wasn't talking to you, Doug.
We don't have all day.
That being said, so Corinna and Dominic, I'm going to glamour the two of you now, if that's all right.
All right.
All right. He sort of waves his arms. Corinna, you suddenly look like Lauren, because your characters are you.
No, she can look different than me.
Lauren, last night I was asking her to describe, like, I knew she rolled a 13, and so we did a whole new storyline. And
damn.
I asked her what your new character looks like. And it was just me. They all look like me. I was like, okay. Dominic, however, I'm going to say
also looks like Lauren.
You look just like Lauren. Well, you look more like a Lorenzo. I'm going to say that you look Sicilian as fuck.
Excellent.
He's
Dominic.
like, Trachuloi, Sicily, boom, it's done. So yeah, there you go.
Is he like the same height and everything though?
He's the same height. Yeah, he's like a big guy. He looks
Okay.
like a big bruiser
For
guy.
you.
But now you don't have tusks, and it's really upsetting.
Tusk. Oh man.
Yeah.
Not looking good, man.
Don't. How dare you?
What?
And actually, Lauren, he can have conversed. What if you have hair color preferences? He could make you look like Alice if you want that. He can give you an Alice-like appearance if you want that to be your human vibe.
No, that would be strange for her.
Okay. So just dealer's
She's
choice.
happy to just be whatever human-looking creature she would end up as.
The early 2000s. I'm gonna say you look like.
As long as she's pretty.
Who's an actress from then?
Early
She's
2000s.
a real
writer.
You look like
He's
Mina.
a real butterface, just completely like messed up.
No, you look like Mina Suvari.
Wait.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
she goes googling.
There we go. You look like Mina Suvari. That's what you look like.
Nina Suvari. Interesting choice.
I thought early 2000s. It was like, boom, there we go.
Oh, early 2000s. Okay, because we were talking about the 90s earlier, and for some reason I was stuck in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I mean, American Beauty is immediately where I
Sure.
go to.
That's so it's Mina Suvari and a Sicilian. For Filian.
Any
Finally
Sicilian will do.
dressed for
Changed
the
his
occasion.
coat.
Oh, very nice.
Perfect. For Filian, he'll say, I'm actually not going to glamour you at all. You just need to make sure you're not observed to whatever degree you can. Your magic actually might function because your magic is operating on such a completely different level than other magics.
Interesting.
So there's a possibility that yours will be able to function on a. For example, Filian, I believe that you would be able to dimension door yourself without any ease. Or you'd be able to sort of cast fly upon yourself and hover around. You can cast invisibility on yourself and be beyond stealthy.
But it couldn't affect Asha.
Your magic probably cannot affect Asha, but you can always try. And it almost certainly cannot affect the humans around you, other than they'd kind of get hit with some pieces of Lego brick.
Yeah, we should do it.
So, Asha, I'm going to make you a bit smaller, alright? And I think we'll just rely on your natural stealth to sort of keep yourself from being too observed. If you are observed, it's not the end of the world. People will probably just assume you are some sort of animal who's gotten in, because again, this is an...
Asha become legend.
Well, Asha could become legend, but your goal here is not to become legend. Just remember that. Your goal, Asha, is to never...
Asha can have 2 goals.
That's a good point, but your goal here is to not be observed. And to gather information.
Well, Asha, if people don't know what you did, you could have done anything. We can tell stories for years of what you did this night. If no one knows.
Okay.
Good lord.
So all your
At the very
wives.
least, achieve your goal first, then become a legend.
Henry is going to basically cast a reduce spell, a greater reduce spell that will last, 8 hours on Asha. So Asha, you just become... Asha goes from being, like the size of a young kid to the size of a dog. Just littler. still bigger than Filian. You can certainly still...
Like a Chihuahua or like a...
Yeah, like a Yorkie?
No, like a...
How small of a dog?
Oh, that's true. Dogs can get real small. No, you're
Like
like the
Jordy?
size of a... No, not Jordy.
Oh.
You're the size... Like your dogs, KJ. You're
Yeah,
like that.
fucking idiots. Okay.
You're maybe a couple inches taller than that, and obviously you're not as long because you're on hind legs. Yeah.
Asha always cute.
Asha probably goes to being like... Asha goes from being probably 3 feet to like 18 inches. You're shucked out. Okay. All right. So, bear in mind, there is a powerful dream from this realm that I've been sensing. The odds are that you are going to walk into the dream of this restaurateur.
Oh.
His dreams may be occurring even while he's awake. So be very cautious as you exit his dream. And whatever horrible things it is he's seeing. Because the reason that we're going here is that he has been having very disquieting dreams that I think are of a multiversal source.
Do you think the source of it is the individual we're looking for?
Yes, thank you so much, Corina. I should give you... Let's have a real mission breakdown here. I'm so sorry. I'm a bit scatterbrained, you understand. All right, your main goal is to determine what the multiversal presence that is sort of disquieting things at this place is. A secondary goal would be to notice if the arcane abomination that we have known as Lord Joseph Course is present here. That is a much harder goal to understand because there are things I don't wish to tell you about it.
Why?
While you're saying all this, Asha is just climbing the humans.
Shouldn't we? If she's on Corina will like hold her,
Yeah.
not like a baby, but just like
can put a steadying arm on.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
It's important for wizards to have secrets.
No,
Well,
but this is a different secret.
We are a part of. Oh, don't touch my. Oh,
Asha will go into Karina's ear. Asha have lots of secrets.
oh goodness. Okay,
All
I'm
right,
going to calm down.
All right. No, it's fine. I suppose that this isn't.
I suppose sending us on a mission with secrets is not.
You're right, Karina.
Ideal.
It's not like anything. This is all sort of meta in things. All right, Karina. The arcane abomination known as Lord Joseph Course has had that was one iteration. As he explained on his appearance during a show called Third Time's the Charm, when they asked him if he was a murderer, he said that typically he said. I know this from viewing the video of the sort of recording, the DVR recording of a show called Third Time's the Charm, the final episode.
What the heck's a DVR?
Don't worry about it. It's a way to watch. It's a way to watch visual radio after the fact.
I'm
I
going to
watch
start
myself on
ritually
visual
casting
video.
comprehend languages.
Oh dear, yes, great idea. Okay, all right. So, Karina,
Yes. Sorry.
on this, Lord Joseph Course did appear, and he turned himself into sort of a puppet, like the other arcane abominations. But he was not primarily a puppet. He could be a man. He could look like a human. His world was mundane. This makes some sense. But they asked him, "Do you murder? Are you a murderer?" And he said, "I have murdered, but what I typically do is I act in such a way that I compel other people to murder me." He is a manipulating force of darkness, and when he dies, he sometimes becomes someone else, or maybe he's different people at once. He's had many names over the years, and he might have another one there. He is he ruins your life. He makes it feel that there is no recourse you have but to kill him, and there is no way to stop him but to kill him. And he keeps hounding you and following you and extorting you and blackmailing you. That's what Lord Joseph Course. Another form of him just kept coming for this woman who he said was his, and he was meant to have died, but he just kept coming for her, and there was no way to get rid of him until...
So we murder him?
Well, it would be ideal for you not to murder him, but
Not murder him.
someone might. He ruins lives. He makes people cross that boundary. That's what whatever idea he is that does not fit, which is how the Fleecing Schemes has designed it. I don't know, he's had many names and many people over the years.
Huh.
So should we attempt to bring him back or just document who he is?
Here is what I'm trying to say. There is a multiversal entity there. There is some energy not of that world. However, the disquieting dreams could all be his doing. He is not native to that plane, but he belongs to that plane. The same way the Fleecing Schemes used to belong to the Top Flight plane. The same way that Dr. Charm belongs to the TVU. The same way that Wenha belongs to Wishworld. He belongs to CC7722.
And so
if he
kill
is,
him.
Well, I would avoid you killing him. That could ruin some narratives.
That's just his hobby, getting whacked.
Wait. Do you want us to bring him back or just document who he is in this world?
This is a fact-finding mission. If there is what I want to know is what is causing these dreams and what is the multiversal energy there. It could be two separate things. The entity called Lord Joseph Course could be the one that is causing this trouble. Or it could be a multiversal thing. He could not even be present. I don't know if he can be in more than one place at once. I genuinely don't know that about the thing that has been called Lord Joseph Course or Jake or all the other names he's had over the...
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, we'll be there at the dinner party with a whole bunch of other guests, and there's going to be someone among us that'll be this multiversal thing that wants to get killed.
That is what we'll be investigating, yes. That is what you'll be investigating.
Very well.
Lauren, did you hear what I said? I don't think Lauren heard what I said. Okay, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
What? No.
So, the point is, people in chat heard. Don't worry.
But wait.
Yes.
Every time he dies, he returns as someone else.
Effectively.
He's
the
immortal.
Lich.
He's not really the people he is. That's what it is.
He's quantum leaping.
Effectively, yes. He becomes different people.
You know what that is?
Sometimes,
not a DVR.
Sometimes he even becomes people after they've died. He sort of comes back. It is possible that Lord Joseph Course actually died before he was iconically murdered at Course Court. And this creature took him over from then. Although I think he was Lord Joseph Course for a long time. But whether he's Lord Joseph Course or now his new form of Jake that I've been following, the point is that this entity, did she miss it again? She
missed it again.
She literally missed it again.
No, I was listening. Can I repeat it? No, but I got it.
You clearly didn't because you're not freaking out.
Yeah.
You asked this question and
You don't know how long he's been Joseph Court.
Yeah, but who else did I say he's been 3 times now?
He said someone else's name multiple times that he's also.
Oh, it's the name. I thought it was a dig at her, and I was trying to figure it out.
No, it's a reveal.
I didn't even want to say this, but I figured Corinna was asking questions that you should know this.
Who is it?
The State Farm guy.
Well, she sounds
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
It is the State Farm guy. That is the name of the State Farm guy.
All right, should we go get some dinner?
Yes, I suppose so.
So, all right, Asha, how do you want to do this? Do you want to carry me? Do you want to do you have a pouch or something you want me to get into?
There probably is a pouch pretty easy. You could ride sitting out.
I have pouch, but I have to take out all the snacks.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm not going to eat them. They're disgusting.
No, but no one touch Asha's snacks.
I don't even want to set this on top of my snacks. Perfect. So, Corinna, though you are now in a new form, you still have the book, so you have your escape.
Somebody, okay. Jake from State Farm.
That's what Kevin was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Didn't really want it to come out like this, but it's fine because she asked and Henry would have said that, so it's fine. More dramatic had it been on Strange Lore, but
that's the problem. It's the problem with these metagames,
Philip.
Philip.
That's the problem with the metagames. So, in any case, What Henry had said is whether he's in the form of Lord Joseph Course or other names like Jake. That's what I said multiple times.
Okay. Yeah.
You're all good.
That's intense.
So the point being, you guys can begin your dream walk.
So Karina will lead the way, but she'll say, "And remember, we are not interfering." And she'll look at little Asha with the dream.
Little Asha.
Okay.
Asha never interfere. Asha just laugh.
Okay, but if you do decide to laugh, laugh
I
quietly.
mean,
And
you were
he's-
the one who interfered the last time.
Let's go.
He right.
So, it doesn't take you long to find your way into sort of a tempestuous, stormy region.
Wait, hold on. Do I still have my lockpick from
Yeah.
way back there?
Yeah, you've still got that in your pocket.
You know what? I'm gonna pawn that off to Asha for this.
Oh, give Asha
Mission.
some
That's it.
lockpick tools.
Yeah.
Yeah,
plan.
Thank
plus
you.
2 lockpick. I'll say, you see anything gold? You filch that, okay?
Jesus.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys head through this dream, I'll also say that I think, Corinna, you do have a sensation that as you're moving through this place, you are going to a dream that is like this is like a dream that is heavy, that is carrying a lot of weight, it's like unlike other dreams, you just kind of like ran into one and wound up where you were. This is a dream that is has like a center of gravity that's drawing everything in. So, as you enter this dream, you eventually find a young man. He seems to be like a teenager or younger even, but he seems also to be like a full you know how in a dream you can be two things at once, and kind of for you to observe it rationally, it's weird. But basically, it appears that it is someone who is like seeing himself as if he's very young and inexperienced, but also he's an adult. And basically it's just this guy he's like in a kitchen, and he's just chopping things and throwing them into a pot. And there's this voice booming around him saying, "Sloppy, sloppy, overdone, overwrought, muddy, too much going on, edit, edit, edit." And he's just... Now, you guys are confident that at this point you could leave the dream and step into sort of whatever his waking world is, even though he may be experiencing this dream while awake. Henry warned you of that. Or you can poke around the dream a little bit more if you'd like.
Asha not allowed.
Karina
Who's
would
that?
like to proceed into the real world.
Into the real world? Okay. So you guys sort of notice this, and you're kind of like, we're not going to explore the dream. We're just going to get out of here and do technically, you could also look like you could observe what you can in the dream if you wanted to. But if you guys are like, let's just get to the real world and see what's going on, that totally makes sense. So as you do this,
Is there anything like since like we've been told his dreams are something up? Is there anything I can determine here of like an arcane nature or something that might trigger me, that like a spell or something that I could see the traces of or something like that in this dream?
Oh, yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
You can either, and I know one of these is expensive, but it's kind of, you do understand what you're getting more.
Mhm.
You can either spend 1 power and cast Detect Magic to just see if you get any magical things from elsewhere, or you can
Okay.
spend 6 power on True Sight,
Oh, interesting.
or True Seeing. I don't know what the spell's name is. It's a lot. 6 is a lot.
6 is a lot. Yeah, I'll do that. It lasts for a little while too, right?
It does last for a little while. I'll also say, because of your bionicle eye,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Great.
only going to
It's a great
charge
eye.
it's a 6th level spell, but yeah, True Seeing is a 6th level, but it'll only cost you 5. And it
Okay.
does last an hour.
What a deal.
What?
Friends and family discount.
Yeah, let me go ahead and mark that off. Okay. Dr. Holdenstein still lifting me up and carrying me. from a galaxy away.
All right. As you make a look roll, but the sort of degree, you know, the kinds of things you are seeing now is almost anything.
Sure. We'll set that one there. That is a 3rd degree horror.
3rd degree horror. Wow. On brand in multiple ways. Filian, you're looking around, and as Corinna begins to lead everyone out of the dream, and you can even exit the dream with them while doing this, but you are spotting this. You do see that completely invisible until it's like, even with your bionicle eye, you had no sense of it when you cast this spell. There is a figure standing next to him. It is a figure of a sort of like strange purplish like it seems like it's all made of purple, and it's kind of this strange shadowy thing that's kind of like standing sort of behind him, and it's moving its hands almost like he's a marionette. There is some kind of entity puppeting him here. So as Corinna is moving everyone out of the dream, you do notice this. Do you want to say anything to them?
Asha, wait for 1 second.
Okay.
Corinna, you notice that Asha and Filian are holding back.
I will look back then.
Yeah, you see nothing.
I just want to see if I can detect any more detail before we go. I can see someone hidden behind him, Asha. Just give me a moment here.
No rush. Maybe.
How far?
Maybe you'll get to interfere in a second.
Okay. No.
Far
Asha,
away is
not
this
allowed.
thing? Is it in the room with us right now?
Yeah,
Filian, it's standing like 2 or 3 feet away from him. The thing is taller than him. It's big, and it's just got its hands over him, and it's like manipulating him like this, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we should probably leave before it realizes I'm haunted. But
Do you
I'll-
sense anything?
When we're out of the dream. When we're out of the dream.
Once we're out of the dream, I'll start
Perfect.
to relay.
So basically, you guys step out of the dream, but unlike in most of the circumstances, typically when you guys enter dreams, it is of someone who is asleep. Damien Aventi is currently awake. You guys nevertheless emerge close to where he is, but not exactly. Like, you know how a lot of those like kitchens will have a thing where there's like there's like a glass window so you see into the kitchen at a fancy restaurant? It's like that vibe. So like he is there. He's chopping some vegetables and like doing some stuff, but he's also like blinking and suddenly starts like shouting at like one of his sous chefs about like where did you take my meat? What'd you do? Like, oh, Jesus, guys, get it together, right? He's really shouting. He's really intense. You guys have emerged on another side. Filian, the purple entity is perfectly visible to you, standing next to him.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is he still puppeting him?
Not its arms are sort of outspread, but it's much more nebulous here. But with your true vision, with your true seeing, you can't see it. Ooh, good question though. You didn't ask a question, but I'm gonna roll. The entity, however, doesn't seem to notice your guys' appearance.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm pretty quiet, in general. So in this dream, I cast a spell so I could see if anything was hidden, and there was a large sort of shadowy purple entity puppeting him in his dream. Now that we're here, I can still see that entity standing behind him. It's a little more obscure, but it is definitely here near him.
Do you sense it? Is it?
I mean, I see it directly with the spell. That I
No,
cast.
but do you, I understand that, but do you sense what it's doing? Because we're looking for something that is.
Well, it's definitely this. Whatever this is, it is most likely the source of his dreams. It seems to actually be like controlling him in his dreams. I'm not sure if that's translating directly here, or if that's just sort of the manifestation in his mind of what's happening. But this thing is definitely influencing him.
Keep an eye on it. And Corinna will go and knock on the glass.
Oh.
You sure?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Are you sure?
Yes.
You knock on
Yes.
the glass. this chef, he kind of like looks up and sees you.
Asha, we should hide.
He just
Asha like the shadows.
Asha and Filian, you guys are too low to see through the glass. Like, I'll say Filian saw for that. You guys can just easily hit the thing. You're not over that. Corinna, you're just this woman knocking, and he just looks. And
I'm gonna pretend like I don't know Corinna.
And he just kind of looks at you and kind of he has this like angry look on his face, but then he kind of waves and kind of like gestures someone, and a person comes like flying through the kind of this area of the kitchen behind him and comes out of a door, and it's like a well-dressed person and says, I'm oh wait. Who is this? Yes, this person sort of rushes out.
I do want to say I wanted to make sure that Filian was looking at what was going on. So if there was a way for that to happen.
Oh, I see.
We little.
Okay. Oh, so you're trying to let Filian see what happens when you knocked.
Yes,
I understand.
knowing that somebody might come around, but
No, that's fine. That's fine. So basically,
We little, and he in my pocket.
Asha and Filian, if you're but he did see that the guy's there, so he must have
I would
yeah. So
I would keep
basically,
an eye on that thing.
he's kept an eye up there, but so basically someone's running through the kitchen out through a door. So Asha, Filian, you don't even have to. Asha, make me a stealth check as you sort of try to hide.
Out of curiosity, how many well, no more. Just, how many magics tall is this entity?
If the guy is not quite 2 magics tall, this thing is probably like 2.5, not 3.
Okay.
But it's like, you know, like over.
Pretty
And
tall.
the
7.
star means I can
Pretty
change
tall.
one,
That's
right?
Greg Davies
Star means
tall.
you can change one. Yeah, exactly.
Greg Davies is so tall.
Yeah, it's that. It's a big thing.
What the hell is a magic
3
column?
5s
3 5s. What is 5 again? Sorry.
and 2 4s. Noir.
Noir.
I figured.
Noir is shadow. Are you fucking kidding? Yeah.
Yeah.
Asha just like slips into a just like not seen at all. This person comes around and says, oh my goodness, I am so sorry.
no,
it seems
I
you've
am
been so this is
I am
actually
so sorry.
not the area you're supposed to be in. Sorry, we're just a few minutes from opening. Let me
Oh
please
yes,
direct
I
you.
understand.
Did someone-
I was so excited to see the chef. I just wanted to let him know how
this way,
excited
please,
we
this
are.
way. And sort of he kind of begins to move Corinna, Dominic, and DJ3. Doesn't notice Asha and Filian at all. So Asha and Filian, do you guys want to, or Asha, I guess you're making the call. Are you going to follow them where this person's going? Or are you guys going to stay back here and look around other places?
I put my life in your hands.
Gonna take the wheel.
Well, this guy's just gonna shoo them out to the tables, I assume. So I guess go
Yeah,
elsewhere.
Okay, cool. So you guys will sort of sneak back around. You could go into the kitchen. We'll come back to the two of you in a moment. But in any case, this guy sort of moves them in. He says, "Yes, I'm very sorry about that. We're I'm very embarrassed that you made your way back here. This is not where you're meant to be."
No,
yes,
it's my fault. I was just so excited. And I would just like you to let the chef know that we are incredibly excited and privileged to eat his food.
Oh,
We've
please, no. It's
heard
the
so much.
pleasure is
No,
all
I want
ours.
you to convey that message to him. Would you?
Well,
Corinna,
so-
dear, it's maybe we should calm down a bit.
It is. No, please. You are all entirely welcome to be as excited as you'd like. This way.
She will
please.
look at Dominic and say, "Dear, haven't I told you that I do not like to be told to calm down?" And she's like bringing out her like regalness that she has to like.
And Dominic is going,
At this point, he kind of passes you guys off, and there's some sort of member of more like the front of house team, some hostess or something, who sees that you guys were back there, and she looks like abashed. And actually, Corinna, DJ3, and Dominic, any of you who'd like to, could do a detect vibe read person roll.
Why not?
I roll.
All right.
Oh, 3 4s.
With 3 4s, anybody else who succeeds, you also notice this, but this man gives this
No, man.
woman a look like one more screw up like this, and I will throw you off of the cliffs of this place. You know, like these people are very stressed. The energy here is stressed, and he is very upset that you guys were.
We
back.
were given plenty of money, right?
You do have plenty of money, yes.
Okay, I will give the man a
I mean, maybe I should.
Oh yes, I just wanted to let you know, and she'll like be.
Oh.
I think she understands like that she can like be upper crust here and
Yeah.
like
Sure.
Oh, well, I just want to
No, not a trouble at all.
to apologize. This was all on me. I just get so excited.
Oh no, don't.
And
No
here.
trouble at all. No trouble at all. Please enjoy the meal, but I must get back to the kitchens if you'll excuse me. And this guy in a suit just kind of walks back. The hostess says, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to be I
Oh,
didn't
no.
mean. But please, I have you checked in yet, or did you just?" Did you not come through the front doors? I didn't see you at
It's
the
my
front
fault.
doors.
I just have an exploring nature, and I
Oh,
ended
of
up
course.
in a
Well,
place I shouldn't have been. I'm so sorry.
this way, please. Let's get
Yes,
you checked
gentlemen, would you come with me? And she's like, she's mad at Dominic now, so she wants to appear to be the one in control.
in. Oh,
I wonder if I can change this.
Oh,
to-
Dominic's actually now trying to be the one in control because he's the one who knows how to lead an investigation.
Oh, I understand. This is this the Lovestone party?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Of course. Here. Right. Oh, I understand. Well. We did have a seat on the balcony for you. If
Lovely. Wherever you have for us, I'm sure we'll
Fantastic.
be happy.
and as you guys have been moved into where you are, you now see that you're in this beautiful, sort of like well-restored foyer. DJ3.
You said 70 years later, right?
70 years. It looks akin to the one that you guys had seen, but it does seem like this building, like the kitchens have been like tripled in size from how it used to be a room in the back. Now most of the back of the house, the dining room is gone. There's a couple, like the front rooms have been blown out, so it's just a huge sort of foyer, and there's stairs that sort of go upstairs, and it looks like the upstairs is where the dining is now. So as they start to sort of lead you guys up there, he sort of says that, this hostess, she says, yes, I've got you on the balconies in the back. It's a beautiful view of the sea.
Lovely.
The house used to have a balcony that was only accessible from just one of the rooms of the property. So this is sort of and you guys step up, and DJ3, that balcony that was kind of, the exclusive balcony. I also, and KJ, of course, remember this balcony. It's where Lord Joseph, of course, he got thrown off of. The balcony has been extended, more supports have been put down below into the rocks, and there is this huge kind of al fresco seating area out here. You also, however, notice that the rest of the top floor has been sort of cleared out. There is a bunch of seating, however, at the front of the house where the gallery used to be.
Is there anybody else here?
There are a few tables, but they seem to be very sort of spread out. It's like trying to have it be like a a thing. And there are a few other people who are being seated at tables.
Okay. Go ahead.
And she'll say, and a lot of people do like to know that the famous sort of murders or murders that might have been committed, they do say that almost 70 years ago, one of the murdered victims was found right back there. And she points at, there's like a table over there. Or it's like next to a table where a couple of people are taking pictures with an actual camera. Some guests have come, not phones.
Grim.
Yeah. And she says, and then the other murder victim, which is, it's not always sure if Lord Joseph, of course, it's a matter of debate if he was murdered or if he fell or if he jumped, but it was off this very balcony, and she kind of gestures, and you see just the roiling seas out there beyond.
Interesting.
So here's your seat right here, and she sort of seats you. And so sorry about the confusion about coming in, but please enjoy your meal. We're very excited to have you here on our opening night. All right, and she kind of just
Thank you.
heads back.
Thank you very much.
She'll lean over the table to Dominic and DJ3 and say, I just wanted to see if that entity responded, which Billion could have seen, but he seems to have gone elsewhere. Because that might be what we're looking for.
Speaking of
They said,
oh yeah, go ahead.
what is it? Lovestone said that, what was it? Whatever, basically the biggest arsehole that wants to be killed is the one that's the entity likes to take, right?
Well, he said that it made you want to off them.
Okay.
So it sounds like, according to what Fillion said, that was influencing him. He was standing right behind him, he said.
Chef.
Oh.
Was that the multiversal energy, or was that the?
But
That's
then
what
again,
I wanted to find out.
Can we really trust the what a mannequin has seen.
Yes, see, I don't believe he is that. Just like humans, you don't trust humans, but he, and she'll pat
I mean,
Doug on the shoulder.
can you blame me? Listen here. Humans cause the loss of color in my world, and mannequins also cause the loss of color in my world. So,
Listen,
two for
we
two
were put
there.
on the same team for a reason. We're due to work together. And that's what we should do. And to the best of our abilities, I understand your prejudice, but we should learn to work together and trust one another. I don't think that Mr. Lovestone would have put us all together if one of us wasn't trustworthy.
Well,
Snap cut to.
Dash cut too. Yeah.
Asha and
So-
Philly.
We 100% need to find this course and talk to him.
So, the two of you, where would you like to sneak? Do you want to go into the kitchens? Do you just kind of want to look around and see what else you find? Asha, do you just want to follow your nose? Or do you guys want to get a better look at this entity who is in the kitchen right now?
Realistically, what I think we should do is get a better look at the entity so that Filian can give Asha some kind of thing to track.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that makes
Asha,
sense.
why don't you
Because she
give-
can't see it, right? Only
Yeah.
he can see it. So
Oh,
she,
yeah,
I
so
can't.
this is
There's nothing for me to
interesting.
track.
So Filian, give me a look, and Asha, give me a sneak. So basically, Filian is kind of being your eyes. Oh, maybe he's puppeting you like Ratatouille.
It's really gonna ratatouille this.
It's a cooking thing, so it makes sense.
Although it's funny, it's reverse, right? It's the
Yeah.
It's a humanoid on top of a furry thing. I
Okay.
think that is, that is, third degree fantasy this time.
Third degree fantasy, great. That's
Oh, same. 3 threes.
You guys both had 3
Nice.
threes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's coordination. All right, so basically, the Filian Asha plot is actually working out well. With a third degree success, Asha, you are unseen by anyone, and Filian, you are able to very quiet. Oh, you can also just message her probably. So you're just putting magic in. That'll work. That magic will work. That's fine. So you're kind of telepathically telling Asha, like a little to your left, no, my left. Oh wait, it's the same left. Oh damn, et cetera, et cetera. But as you're kind of guiding her to where this thing is, Asha is just running from kind of like deli cup tray to sheet pans to whatever, and just kind of hiding, and no one is spotting this dog and a Lego making their way through through a kitchen that is looking for its Michelin star. But as the two of you sort of get closer to the entity, the thing that you will notice very quickly, Filian, is that the entity is basically tying itself entirely to the guy.
Does it now that we're closer,
Mhm.
does it still look very sort of sketchy, or is there can I actually see more clear views of how it is tying itself?
It's not physically tying. It's just always close to him. It's always in that.
I
And
gotcha.
you actually, tell you what, give me a let's do an analyze, Filion.
Analyze, sir.
Pretty damn good at that kind of thing. Oh, wait, it's a
No
kitchen.
matches.
Somebody's smoking.
No matches on that one.
Out
unfortunately.
back, not in it.
Where's the pastry chef? I gotta. Yeah.
No, the line cook is for sure. The guy on the grill
Yeah.
for sure has is action.
You're not getting their Michelin that way.
Yeah, well, Filion, what do we got?
No matches on that. One,
No
two, three,
matches.
6.
You don't see him physically touching him. You're not sure what's going on, but you notice that if the chef starts to move, the purple kind of goes after the chef.
Here, let me ask you an additional question.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a magic thing or something, but does this feel to me like an entity or a projection?
Ooh. That is not any of your specific magical knowledge areas, I think. So give me another analyze.
Another analyze? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry to double you up, but I think it's an analyze.
No, it's okay. It's okay. second-degree comedy.
Fun and lightness and relief. We'll go with the relief element of this. You believe that there is something that is more present in this guy's dream. You suspect that there is something in this guy's subconscious that is like vaguely manifesting here, but it's invisible to like non-magical. So it's like this is a real perversion of this plane's mundane nature, and it isn't physically here. So it is kind of a projection or reflection of a thing that is just outside this guy's conscious mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asha, I'm not sure what we can do here in regards to this thing, but perhaps it seems that it's something that is happening within him. Maybe if we find his room, if we find where the chef might reside on these then we can kind of see if there's something in his room. There's some sort of talisman or something like that.
Like his bedroom or like his workroom.
I would assume hopefully his bedroom.
Okay.
Asha, if you'd like to do a smell, you could do a smell. And
I'm going
track.
to add.
Smell the guy and figure out where he lives. That's the
I'm gonna
Asha
add
way.
2 die.
Love it.
This feels like a scene from the era where like we had like Page Master and Brave Little Toaster.
Mm-hmm.
2 4s.
2 4s. Sci-fi is you, so that's great. Give me now a navigate track. I'll say you have a good amount of scent of him. So now you're gonna sneak out. You don't have to roll another sneak, my god. But you can get out of here and you can go up to like following sort of the quarters here. Yeah.
I got 2 8s and 2 7s, so I guess mystery.
Mystery. Hey. Or mystery 6. You had 8s and 7s?
Oh yes, so comedy then.
Oh, I'd go 8 because it's secrets.
Okay, yes, 8.
Yeah. So if you do that, you manage to get pretty quickly to the first floor, as they call it in the UK, which is where various like
In between sniffs,
Mhm.
Asha is whisper singing like Asha Super Spy, like
Asha Super Spy. All right, Asha, yes, you make it upstairs, and
Asha Super Spy. It's catchy. It's catchy.
You make it to a room that you believe is his. You can smell him under the door. The door is locked, but somebody just gave you some lockpicks.
it's for gold. He said it's for gold. I can try.
Do a fine motor skills roll. Screw it. It's equipment to you. That's fine.
So operate equipment.
Just to operate equipment. I'm fine with that.
Does Asha even know what a normal door is?
She's like, why it open?
Why it not slide on
Where's
its own?
the panel?
I got a hack Rhino panel.
Wow, I got 2 7s and 2 5s. So I guess noir, actually, right?
Perfect. Yeah, you managed.
That's my noir tools you got there.
Yeah, because they're noir tools, it's effortless click in, and as you walk in, you hear kind of like some jazzy vibes. So you guys enter. There is a TV currently on. The room is an absolute pigsty, a mess. Lots of like.
Is there any gold lying around?
Make a luck roll.
He's got to have a gold pocket watch or something, right?
Gold pocket.
No matches.
There is nothing gold can stay. So as you look in, there's you don't see that, but like a TV is running. On the TV. Yeah, go ahead.
Magic box. What is this magic box?
It's the greatest thing ever.
Are these... Maybe this is the source of it. Maybe something's trapped inside of it.
No, I should check before. I'd
Well,
never anything
The
trapped
TV is
inside.
currently on. Hey, Lauren, can you do me a favor? And we didn't do this. Could you first roll me a D100? This is to see if Vera improved her luck after yesterday.
Interesting.
Nope, 37.
Lauren, now please make a luck roll
In a row?
for me. Roll a D100.
I thought the way the sentence went, it's like the TV is showing, "Hey, Lauren." And it's like, what is that? Some sort of special
Yeah.
"Hey, Arnold" or something?
86.
86. So what you guys see is a superhero movie from the late 70s about Meridian. But the scene in question has Meridian's as he's trying to like stop some sort of, as he's trying to like rescue a train or something. There's this very pretty red-haired woman who looks like kind of like someone you'd see like a poster model or whatever, but she's just going like she's just in the flattest, like worst acting you've ever heard. Is just like, Meridian, what do you think you're doing? And it's even though you guys are not familiar with TVs, Asha, you're familiar with Hollow novels, and Filian, you're familiar with stage, and so you both understand that Trapped in This Box is a terrible actor.
Yes, this does not bode well for her. She will be hanged. But why would I'm just do you think there's any significance to this, Asha?
To what?
To this magic box.
Oh, I mean, to Asha, yes. I don't know. I don't know about Chef Guy.
I'll tell you what. Filian and Asha, I know, Asha, this is not one of your main areas, but you can both give it a shot. Give me a detect vibe about this room.
Sure.
No. It smelled like old guy.
No.
You don't have a vibe?
No.
Perfect. So you're not sure what the significance, but suddenly you hear a voice from the doorway.
In the shadows.
And the voice says, "Is someone in here?" Asha, make a stealth roll, I suppose.
Can I, while Asha's stealthing, can I glance around the room since I still have tree seeing to see if I can find the source of it? Okay.
Actually,
You're not going to believe me, but 4 4s.
Jesus. Asha is just like rolling under the bed. Perfect precision.
3 7s.
Asha,
triple comedy.
You barely
Jackpot.
even heard anything. It's kind of was a thing of like, but with triple sevens, hey, lucky number 11. Filian, what you see is that purple entity, even more sort of sketchy and like not present, is in the doorway.
Asha followed us.
What?
It followed us, the purple man.
It kind of moves in.
So, if I'm under the bed, I can't like see his feet or whatever,
You
right?
can't even see this entity. Only Filian
Yeah.
can see it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's there's an invisible thing. I could hear him say it was a faint, but I could hear
You
him.
can hear a faint thing, and also, oh my god, Filian is literally immune to this. Asha, give me an endurance roll.
Once I find it, there it is. Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm gonna throw some power
Makes sense.
onto that. Oh, okay, 2 3s.
2 3s, fantasy adventure quests. Okay, I'll say that. And wellness. You know what? Wellness is on there for fantasy. So I'm gonna say that you feel this absolute wave of tiredness washing over you, like something's trying to put you to sleep, but you manage to like stay awake. Filian, you don't experience that. Then Filian and Asha, you hear it as well, but kind of this voice is sort of talking because it is trying to find itself. But then this whisper just says, "Oh, Meridian. Oh, Meridian." As the movie continues playing, and this voice says, "This film, this disaster of a film, and without this, failing so miserably, they never would have remade you into what you became. Yes, Meridian, Meridian."
And now.
It drifts back away.
Like out of the room.
Oh, I understand now. Inside the box is a golem. It will be remade at some point by this entity, I think. Yes, that's it.
Lauren,
What?
the fact that you failed that roll had major consequences.
Go
ahead. Oh, actually, I'm gonna. So as you guys are hiding here, waiting for it to receive and be like, it must be a golem thing. We're gonna cut back to the diners. And a moose bouche has been brought out for you. Kind of a tasty little piece of. It's a play on a very famous dish here in Devon is like the Devon cream tea. And there's all sorts of arguments about how in Devon they put some people put the cream then the jam, others do the jam on the cream on the scone. It's a whole thing. But the point is, they give you this kind of single little bite and sip of of clotted cream scone, which is it's preposterously good. A waiter then comes and says, "Good evening to your. I'm your waiter I'm your server for the evening. My name is Daniel, and if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask me. I am actually from not too far from here on the coast, so this area is our expertise, and our chef Aventi, he is dedicated, though he's not even from England, he's dedicated to making sure that this is an authentic and local dining experience. So all of the food you have today is locally sourced from the Devonshire countryside. We have a great deal of produce. All of our cream, milk, the fish and the seafood, it's all from here. So please enjoy. Today's meal will feature crab platters, a variety on the pork and apple pasty. We will also have a white pudding, which is a local tradition, and we also have a very special dish called the Tarasque, in honor of something that was found. Well, if you'd like to know the story about it, I can tell you more.
Yes.
Yes, the Tarasque d'Avignon was a statue of a sort of a dragon-like monster that when after in the 1930s there were some suspicious deaths at this very residence, and when the authorities arrived, they actually found this statue here. It had been stolen from a museum, and how it wound up here became a sort of controversial source of a further dragging down the fortunes of the Corse family. And this Tarasque, they managed to keep it in the family for a while, but eventually they did have to return it to sort of the London Museum, where it is now.
Corinna will ask very earnestly, well, is the dragon just a native creature to the land?
Oh, well, there are not so many dragons in Devonshire folklore, but here in Devon and in Cornwall, there certainly are a lot of giants that people say used to live in these parts. And there certainly
where?
have been.
It's what's on the drink menu?
Yeah.
Of course, I can have our sommelier Eileen can come and speak with you if you'd like. But we do have several local brews as well as some fine wines that she can guide you to. But my personal recommendation is we make a scrumpy cider that is one of the greatest things you'll ever taste.
Scrumpy cider?
Scrumpy, it's a kind of cider. It's a style of cider, another Devonshire tradition. As I said, everything we've sort of tried to do here is really embrace the local culture. That is a big part of Dame Aventi's sort of philosophy when it comes to cooking.
Well, I will have the local strumpy cider then.
The scrumpy, of course.
Best thing you have.
What?
Wonderful.
I'll do the same. Is there also like a bar area that people are congregating about, or is it?
We do not have a bar at the moment yet. No, we're attempting to sort of allow people to focus on their meals. But if you want to know more about the property or its history, I can tell you. I'm to be perfectly honest, I'm something of an amateur, obsessive about the murders, if you believe they were murders, which I personally do think these were murders.
But dragons have been known to eat people on occasion, so.
Very funny, ma'am. Yes.
How long have you worked here?
Well, tonight is our opening night, but I have been training here for about 2 weeks, and I also have worked on Jin Island at various times before. And I have even worked different jobs here in this house at various times. I'm, as I said, something of an obsessive about it.
You say murders happened here a lot, then, huh?
Well, there are a pair of suspicious deaths from the 1930s that more captured the imagination, as they are sort of unsolved, or at least in the eye of the public, they're not satisfactorily explained. What many people say is that after an argument over blackmail, a man named Tom Slickett was presumably murdered by Lord Joseph Corse before Lord Joseph Corse then fell from his own balcony. But a lot of people think, myself included, believe that some of the other guests present, or maybe the members of the family, were responsible for some of those deaths. Personally,
I take it this Corse wasn't well liked.
Oh, he was one of the least liked people in all of Devonshire.
He was totally whacked then. One of them totally whacked him.
Precisely, sir. My money's always been on the doctor. There was a
Doctor?
book. Yeah, there was a Dr. Austin Gordon was his name. And there was a book that actually kind of came out and had made a very convincing argument that it was probably his doing.
Doctors are supposed to cure people, not hurt people. But then again,
Indeed.
doctors screw up all the time.
But then there's another book that came out that put the whole thing on a woman named Sybil Wilson. They made many arguments that said she was the mastermind of the whole thing. But I don't think that makes as much sense. But speaking of the Tarrasque that you're so interested in, ma'am, he kind of turns to Corinna. Sybil Wilson's father is the one who stole the Tarrasque from the museum. So, as I say, there's a lot of interesting elements to the story. I'm going to get that scrumpy to you right away, and we'll be getting your courses out soon.
And I'll have wine.
Oh, a wine. Shall I have Eileen come over, or would you like one of our local wines? Or
Have her come over.
Understood, of course.
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Eileen will, sure enough, sort of come over and say, "Good evening. Yes. Was anyone interested in wine? Or I heard, and please, though I am a sommelier, I just want to say that the cider and scrumpy are excellent, and they go very well with the meal tonight. But was someone interested in wine?"
Give me the strongest wine you've got.
Oh,
Oh.
the strongest wine, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that. We have a couple of very fine aged wines. They are premium priced, but if you're all right with that.
Bring a bottle.
Bottle of the most expensive wine.
Oh, well, what? Absolutely, sir. I'll be right back. You will not be disappointed. And sort of she goes past, and as you're going, your server Daniel sort of heard that, and he's just like, "Oh, tip!" And she's like, so they'll go get you the most expensive wine.
I feel like we need to do some recon of this place and all of the workers, guests, and see if we can't find that
Yes, well,
course.
have you ever worked in a tavern? Or a restaurant or bar?
I've been to my share.
You're
Tell you
asking
that.
a literal bartender here, Corinna. Yes, I have.
Oh, I wasn't aware. Well, as you know then, the servers and the bartenders and the tavern tenders and all, they tend to know the most about the guests who are attending the facility. So we make friends with them by tipping them well, and they may tell us who is sucking the energy out of others, or perhaps who they would like to off, so to speak.
Most expensive wine. That's a good way to get on their side.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ.
Also, Corinna, there's no dragons or giants or, well, any of that.
Wait, you tell
Just-
you,
There
hold
are.
on. You're telling me this place was mundane, right? And there's nothing more mundane than giants and dragons. Come on now.
Exactly. We have what are those beasts that Corinna and Alice wrote
I
on?
cannot remember, but I know what the ones you were talking about. The
Tinner Beast.
I mean,
yeah, you say the name of Crazy
we don't
Space
got that.
Beast. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna go to Asha and Filian now. Under the bed still. The creature has passed. The movie is still playing. Or the golem in the box, rather.
What we looking for? Everything here invisible.
I suppose. So it's gone now. So I think we just have to search around to see if there's something maybe that
Gold
might
and
be,
shiny?
Or, I mean, certainly if that's what interests you, but I think it might be purple. The
Purple.
being itself is a purple man, so maybe if we find something here, maybe there's
Okay.
an artifact of some kind.
Asha
But I'm not
look
going
for
to stop
purple
you from. I'm not going to
and
stop
gold
you.
and shiny.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop
So-
you. From
I guess
being
Asha's
you.
gonna just start.
Give me an
The
investigation.
room's already a fucking mess, so
Yeah,
she's just gonna ransack it.
You can ransack and no one will know the difference. Asha, give me a investigate. Unless
Okay,
you'd rather pitch
there
a
it is.
different skill.
Not in a way I can.
Not a way I can
Articulate.
justify. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Just give me an investigate then. I'll
Okay,
tell you what though. Any 6 will count as a success because it's mystery. Even a first degree 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna add 1 die to that.
I also, but as you're making that roll, I see that we have some raiders, and I see that we have some new raiders. So hello to all of our raiders. We're in a very strange game where 3 of our people are just having dinner at a nice restaurant in the mid 2000s at a small island off the Devonshire coast, and two of our party members are a miniaturized Ewok and an literal Lego figure, and they're searching a man's bedroom for a dream monster in his head. So.
1-6.
I hope you stick around. 1-6. Hey, that's you at least got the
Yeah.
minimal success, but a 6 will be a success
Yes.
here, so you got a little something. You do find some journals, some like notebooks, and as you start flipping through them, they're mostly like recipe explanations. But towards the back, there are drawings of like a weird shapeless form. And sometimes they're in black, but then later they start to be in like a purple pen. And if Filian sees those, it's the thing you're seeing.
Just it, right?
You know, yes.
This
I'm
thing.
not sure if we should destroy these or we should probably just take them. We should probably take them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can rip out relevant pages. Yeah.
Do we want to see how the movie ends? How the story
No.
ends?
Asha, pretty sure Henry can give us copy anyways.
It's probably
can-
true.
We can watch it somewhere that not smell like old man.
Okay.
he says to the oldest man at 30
Oh,
something.
yeah.
You don't smell like old man.
No one wants that. So yeah, where do you guys want to go? Do you want to return to the kitchens? Do you want to check in on the rest of the group? Or do you want to keep searching this room?
Is there another room that would even make sense to search?
Well, I wonder if there's some sort of like master bedroom that might belong to Mr. Court or Mr. Course.
This isn't the master.
No, this is like one of a bunch of it seems like neither of your characters would know this. It's like the large bedrooms they used to have been replaced by like much smaller sort of, like just living spaces. Because this guy, there is a single master bedroom on this floor. I guess it would probably be Hera on this floor. So you guys could go to Hera if you wanted to sort of see the bigger bedroom.
Is he might, because if he's the one that's making everyone miserable, it seems like this entity is making our chef miserable.
Okay.
Let's see if we can find him.
God, was Hera on the second floor or was Zeus on the second?
Yes.
Hera was the second, and then Zeus was above it.
This was on the
Yeah,
very
Zeus
top.
was definitely higher up.
And then Pluto is where Lord Corse lived. Lord Corse's bedroom,
Hades.
you guys don't know this, is gone now and it has been replaced with a full balcony where they're eating. But yeah.
Right.
Okay, so if you guys go to Hera, then that's perfect.
Asha, super fine.
Asha, you can get to the door for Hera. Once again, it's locked. Give me an operate equipment to use Dominic's tools. Asha, super spy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, 2 4s and 3 1s.
Ooh,
So I'm just
3
gonna
1s.
Change something to another one and have 4 1s.
Well, that's you.
Why
You don't
not?
get to do that in
Oh
operate.
no, that's
rounds.
sneak,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, never mind. So 3 1s.
3 1s, pretty darn good though, and that's teamwork. That's what we're gonna go with because you two are not heroes, but you are teamwork. So with that, you guys make it to this thing. You open this door, and this room, unlike the others, there's a real musty smell in here, but this seems to be a much more old-fashioned kind of space. They haven't redone this, but this room is full of statues of Greek deities.
Asher will kind of like not be scared, but like just taken aback, like bah.
They're
I actually thought they were people for a second.
They're
but...
small. A few of them are bigger, but some of them are smaller. Yeah.
Oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Does anything in here seem magical?
Or Goldie.
Make another luck roll on the gold, Filian. Filian, your true seeing is detecting no magic in this chamber.
Okay.
2 1s.
2 1s. Congratulations. There is actually a small gold case. That it's like the whole case isn't gold, but it is lined with gold on the sides. It's like the size of like a sunglasses case almost, but it's maybe a little longer than that.
Asha, yoink.
Perfect. Into a pouch. Okay, so.
All right. Well, unless we can find a scent, of course. I'm not sure what we can do here. Perhaps, should we try to find... We could go back to the kitchen and try to...
If you bring Asha something that smells like horse, Asha can find him. But
I just don't know where we would find that thing here.
yeah, we can go back to Corinna and Dominic and Doug.
Yeah, we could try to find them, or we could... I'm just...
Asha knows
find
their
them easy.
scent. She can get to them. That's not.
Asha know their scent.
No roll required to get to your party.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if... Okay, I think I should go against my better instincts, because normally what you would do in this situation is challenge the entity and dominate it.
Do
That sounds good.
Lego fireball.
We were told not to do that, right, Asha?
Right. Asha not kill.
Well, we might have to kill it, right?
Maybe. But it can't be plan A.
Okay, well, maybe we have to go through the kitchen to get back there anyway. Maybe we'll just sort of see it again on the way.
So you're going to
Okay.
go through the kitchen, take a look, but then you're going to go find your group. Perfect. All right, Asha. Give me a stealth. Nobody
5s or
noticed.
6s. Oh, 3 5s.
3 5s. Excellent. So with 3 5s,
This little star thing is pretty amazing.
great. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a helpful thing.
Yeah.
With that, Asha just was like blending to the shadows, like little hop, just like a little Ewok puppy, just bloop, bloop.
Asha, super spy.
Asha Super
Asha,
Spy,
Super
both of them
Spy.
sing. You guys make it to the kitchen. Now, in the kitchen, you see that this chef, he's busy doing stuff, and he's saying, like, there are other chefs just running around. You also, like, you've gone into a much more busy area, but Asha, it's so chaotic, it's even easier to hide now. And it's like, it's so hot and shouting, and just the energy's high. But as he's saying this, the person who actually came out and made Corinna and Dominic and everybody going out is saying, Chef Aventi, I know that it is very busy, but you need to, like, behind, crossing, corner, blah, 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 all the nonsense, just watch the bear, it's okay. So anyways, he's like, as he's doing all this stuff, somebody's kind of this guy in the suit is just saying, we do need you to go make an appearance on the balcony for the guests. They are, and he's like, all right, fine, I'll take out the Tarasques. How about that? I take out the goddamn Tarasques. Let's go. Wait, we got Tarasque for 3. There's a table ready for the Tarasque. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'll take them myself. And he kind of like another in the XO is kind of checking those. He goes, yes, these 3 are up. We're ready to go on these. And he's like, okay. And he kind of turns back to his, to the sort of to the chef de cuisine who's handling this. He's like, Bobby, do not screw this up. And Bobby's like, I got you, Dame. I got you, man. We've been in this forever, man. We're gonna do this. We're doing it. And he's like, oh, you fucking idiot. And he grabs these plates and they begin walking. The entity Filion is around him this whole time.
We should follow him.
He begins to go up. And if you guys follow Asha, give me another stealth.
Asha can't see him.
No, follow the
Oh,
chef. You
good
can see the
point.
chef.
You can see the chef, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Smell or
Stealth.
stealth? Oh. 4 6s.
God damn. Nice.
Wow.
Well, the purple thing doesn't see you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you only have a 2nd degree success, the purple thing will notice you guys. But Asha is just like, Asha evaporate into the wall. Asha, basically. So yes, meanwhile, upstairs, the chef does come out. Everyone sort of sees him. People are applauding. You guys are eating. Corinna and Dominic and DJ3, you guys are eating your beautiful, sort of like you have your little crab thing, but a new course is coming out. You also have Scrumpy. I will tell you, DJ3, I don't know if DJ3 likes cider, but this is the most refreshing thing you've ever had. The wine is good, but it's like heavy and like he asked for a strong wine, so it's like intense. Dominic probably likes it. You may find the wine gross. Corinna, I don't know how these drinks appeal to you, but you're sipping.
She's had sips of tavern.
Yeah,
brews.
Just crush
it's probably
insiders.
better than the brews you find in the hinterlands of Tinkerbell. However,
I just imagine now sort of like DJ3 like shotgunning, like
Corinna's just like chugging. Like, this is wonderful.
Chugging cider.
So,
Having a ball.
Meanwhile, Asha, you manage to follow this guy the whole time, and you can easily just like hide under the table out here on the balcony that they're in. Totally unseen.
So he went up to where they. Okay.
He is literally, the chef is now bringing them their terrasse, which is this beautiful dish. It's kind of this, it's apple glazed venison with eel and all these. It's kind of this like very complicated sort of. It's as if he's like, I'm serving you like a fantastical beast. So it's kind of a combination of different local things. And he sort of puts these down and kind of he looks and goes, oh, it's my fan. Hi, how you doing? And he kind of like puts a doesn't kind of like pats your back or whatever, Corinna, in a not creepy, but like clearly he's trying to be nice sort of way. So guys, thanks so much for being here on a first night. How's the service been so far? How's the food been?
Oh, it's been wonderful. Everything's been fantastic.
Great. We're so glad you're out here. Yeah, it's you got the terrace here. This is a fun one because not only really I was really trying to have everything here be about Devonshire cuisine, but this one I got very, very into a kind of Avignon, like the areas of France where this story's from. So I tried to use what we could from here to replicate certain flavors of the French cuisine as well. So it's a really fun dish, and it's just good. I hope you guys like it.
It is. It's wonderful.
Is it made from real Tarrasque?
Yeah. Really, yeah, we ship that in, no problem. Yeah.
Corinna will look at DJ3 and say, I thought you said they didn't exist.
And Dominic is just
You
completely
laugh
serious
from under the
face.
table. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Dominic's just confused on why he thinks that's a joke.
Corinna, I think you have a pretty high detect vibe read person. Does anybody else have one?
Yes, I was actually just
4?
going to ask. if I could
Dominic,
check that.
Dominic and Corinna, and DJ3 have a 3 even to an extent. You guys do notice like this guy's like smiling, but he seems incredibly stressed out. Okay, so he's about to leave, and if you want to talk to him, this is your chance.
You seem incredibly flustered. I want to let you know that this is wonderful. You shouldn't feel concerned about the way that your food came out. It's incredible.
I appreciate you saying that. So I seem flustered. So, but it kind of your server is standing off to the side. Like people are trying to make sure he's like, I seem flustered, huh? Yeah, I seem flustered. Filion, the entity is just still right behind him, sort of like watching here. You can sort of still see it as you peek out from under.
Only because you were so concerned about people enjoying your food, is it not? The reason.
Yeah.
Because we are. This is
No,
Amazing.
that is of course, of course, I just want everyone to enjoy it, but got a lot to do.
I see what you did there.
I got a lot to do, yeah. But thanks for being here.
You know, we'd love to treat you out after this for a drink or a beverage or.
Oh man, we got a long night. That's a nice thing. But how's this scrumpy, by the way?
It's fantastic.
Isn't it good? Yeah.
Very good. Where I'm from, we don't have apples where I'm from. So the fact that this is brewed from apples is fascinating to me.
Where are you from? Where they don't have apples?
She comes from like the far countryside.
Oh, okay.
Many countries away.
I mean, the apples here are all. This is apple country here. Devon is, so that's where it's important to have like local flavors and things.
We have berries. Most.
Filian, you notice when Corinna says that, the entity seems to shift slightly.
When she says we have berries.
Which is, I'm from a place with no apples.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Filian, you now notice that the entity, which up to this point was just always with him stressing him out, is now like circling the table very like intensely.
I'm going to message Corinna.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but when you started talking about where you're from, the entity separated itself from him and began to circle the table. Maybe do more of that.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Where I'm from, we have beautiful sunsets that are purple, mostly, which I haven't
and
noticed
orange
around here.
and orange, right?
Yes.
You know.
Yes, and orange.
And then I think your apples, right? Like you still have good apples where you're from. It doesn't mean you
we
don't have apples.
at all. We have berries that are delicious, and we do actually have
Wow. You
beverages.
had colors in your sunsets. For the longest time, my sunsets are black and white. That was great.
And then you got your vision corrected there, right, Dominic? Like you got that surgery that.
I'm really
helps.
into the idea that Doug has to be the one to like ground these people.
This is great because Doug's grounding them.
And from what I hear, you don't have dragons here.
When she says that, Filian, the entity, is now like very much on the Corinna side of it.
Am I feeling anything?
Not right now.
Is it just standing there, or is it starting to like?
Well, like just because you didn't. It's 2000.
I'll
just because you don't like dragons,
Oh, I
doesn't
love
mean
dragons.
they can't exist in the imagination.
I'll message Corinna again.
We may have overdone it. It does seem to be zeroing in on you specifically.
But then, of course, we do have just plain old tavern beers.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll just say to.
They come in pints.
One thing is the chef is just, as this is like happening, the chef's like, all right, well, great. And the chef, yeah, go ahead, Dominic.
Mr. Aventi, you run a fine establishment, and let me tell you, as a small business owner, it's stressful, but it's good and rewarding.
I appreciate that. Hey, you guys enjoy your meal. And he kind of starts walking over to another table. Thank you so much for being here. And he kind of moves to another table. The entity does not go with him. The entity is just circling here.
So I'll just message again.
Just remind me, were we supposed to bring the entity back with us or not? Because I think we might be bringing the entity back with us.
It was a fact-finding mission, but what better facts can we have than the actual entity?
Wait a minute.
Itself.
Didn't that guy say that the entity will make one of us the one everyone wants to kill?
Yes. However, this also is an entity that can overcome, that can be in both reality and dreams at once.
Are we just talking about this out loud?
This is all out loud. And as you say that, I need
All right.
Dominic, Corinna, and DJ3 to give me an endurance roll.
I was about to
Asha,
just
is there something you wanted to do?
pound my ciders and go, let's go.
Well, I don't know.
All right.
No matches.
Asha never knew the guy was or the entity was circling because he messaged Corinna.
Right.
She
The
was
only
hiding
person who
under
would
the-
know this was Corinna.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
hiding under the table because the chef was there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when the chef left, Asha, without other word, Asha would have just started shaking the gold case under the table at Dominic,
At
like
Dominic.
basically like through his legs.
Dominic, how did
Like-
you do at your endurance?
Do I get to use power dice to change the?
Let me
To,
look
uh,
at your. It may be on. So you can. So basically, yeah, you roll 3 dice. You can spend 5 to change one after you roll it.
Okay, got it. So it's not the same as the previous one where I can put power beforehand to add dice.
You can, but so. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you can spend 2 power per additional die you'd like to add.
Okay, let's do 4 power.
Love it. All right.
I've never used so much power before.
So I have, I
I
can roll
have-
5 dice.
Let's roll 5. How did you do on your endurance, by the way, DJ3?
Force.
2 force. Okay.
No matches with 2 power.
Love it. So Dominic.
Horsepower
and
spent.
Basically, Asha, you're tapping this, but Dominic, DJ3, you pound the thing, and Corinna and Dominic, they don't fall into their food, but they both kind of completely zone out. And Dominic and Corinna, now once again looking like an orc and a mystery, sort of just find yourselves in kind of what is clearly dream space. And this purple entity is just circles itself, kind of hovering right in front of you, and says, You are not from here. What are you
you
doing?
noticed.
How did you find me?
Well, we weren't looking for you specifically,
Wait.
perhaps.
I've never seen this thing before.
No,
And
basically,
said-
it's imagine it's like a shade, but of just like a dark
Right.
purple.
I wasn't looking for you, man. I was just here on a fact-finding mission.
What were you doing to Damien?
That is my business. What facts do you want to find, orc? This
Oh,
is
you know
not
what
your
orc is.
world.
But from what I know, this is not your world either, is it?
Never mind that.
And I guess we're both outsiders here.
Well, all 3 of us. You seem to be intrigued by me talking about my world. Were you not?
Yes,
Why?
you're distracting me.
I'm not distracting you. I'm getting to know you. As you seem to want to get to know me. Would you like more information about my world?
I want to know your mission. I want to know why you've come for me, why you interfere.
We're not interfering. We're here having a dinner.
So, out of character. So,
Yeah.
Livingstone said he wanted to know what the multiversal entity here was, right?
Correct. You're
Okay.
pretty sure you're talking to it. No roll required.
Pretty sure. Okay, because he clearly knows about other planes of existence and us. All right.
Brenna's trying to de-escalate a little bit.
Okay, all we really need is I'm gonna roll a deceive to try to make it as innocent as possible. We just really need to know what do you call yourself?
My name is Curse.
Curse. Well,
Where are you from, Curse?
I am from the dream.
first stream.
Which one?
Any
Whose?
of them. All of them. Whichever I wish to enter.
That's a convenient power.
Are you from the Dreamlands or dreams themselves?
Is there a difference?
Is there?
I wouldn't know.
You have distracted me. I have been working for so long on this mind. And I'm
What do you
losing
want
it.
from him?
I want him to suffer. He has been
Why?
cursed, so I have been sent. I go.
Do you
where
feed
I'm
off of his misery?
I do not feed. This restaurant sickens me. All this work for sustenance. It's disgusting.
The food's pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What do you do for sustenance?
I
Feed.
do not require sustenance. The dream sustains me.
He was awake, it seemed, while he was dreaming. Do you keep him in that state?
So are you. DJ3. Meanwhile, Corinna and Dominic are just kind of sitting there, like zoned out. You drink your cider. Filian, you still notice the people there, but DJ3, Asha also, Dominic's just not replying as you tap his knee with the thing.
Okay, yeah. Asha would stop that eventually. She would try and wave the papers at Corinna. Same response. So she would just kind of give up and then try and sit on DJ3's lap like a dog, like a lap dog.
Yes.
She learned from watching the one at the park.
I will message DJ3.
Love it.
I believe the entity has now decided to attach itself to Corinna and Dominic. So I'm not certain if we should just retreat or I can attempt to dominate this entity and bind it to my service.
Do we have to like go into the dream and fight it out with this thing?
It's possible.
Asha's face is in DJ3's plate eating his food.
Hey,
I'll just like,
hey,
up, like,
hey, take theirs. Take theirs. Right?
I'm the only one awake.
I'll just grab Corinna's.
Swap plates. All right, cool. So
Maybe. Do you think they're fine, Filian?
Probably not. No. If they're under its effects.
I mean, how do we snap them out of it? Throw some cold water on them? Pull their chair out from under them?
Worth a try.
I'll
I
splash
suppose.
Dominic's face with
with
the cider.
Scrumpy?
Yeah,
Dominic.
with Corinna's scrumpy.
You throw Corinna's Scrumpy in Dominic's face. Dominic, as this thing is sort of saying this, you do. Tell you what, make another endurance roll.
Endurance.
Yeah.
Nope, no matches.
Dominic kind of like. So within the dream, you have like a weird like sensation.
Ugh.
The entity, however, but you don't wake up or kind of don't come back to it. The entity says, "I've lost him. You have distracted me."
I'm going to. I'm gonna try to put on my most intimidating face as Dominic possible to intimidate this thing.
This is cause asterisk.
Right.
Yeah,
So
roll.
what does the asterisk do?
So this means
Amazing
that
things.
when you roll, after you've rolled the dice, you can change 1 to any number you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I keep getting 3s and 4s.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are you going to spend additional power to give yourself an extra die as well?
yes, that's 2 power.
2 power.
Okay, so down to this level. Okay, so 6 dice.
6 dice gets to change 1 to whatever he wants after the fact. It's not bad
Five,
work
seven,
if you can
five.
get it.
5, 7, 5 so far. 3, 5, 7. I'll change one of the 3s to a 5, so that's 4 5s. So 4 noirs.
4 with a 4 in noir.
I am the
what
most.
what threat do you make to this thing?
I don't particularly care if he damages that guy's psyche, but I said, you know what? I can do, if we're in a dream, and the worst things I can imagine I can do in a dream, I can do a lot of scary things to you in this dream if you don't let us go right now. You want to not be damaged by us? You release us back into the physical world out there.
Dominic, he can tell from your eyes that you're not bluffing. You've done some pretty wild things, such as, for instance, stealing color from a universe. Even though you would argue
That
it's
wasn't
not your
me.
fault, he basically
You were there.
he kind of
You know
gives
what
this
you
last little like, but releases, and Filian, you see the entity is gone completely. He's no longer tethered here. He's not at the chef. You see it kind of dissipate as Dominic and Corinna start sort of moving again.
Oh,
Well,
that's too bad.
we
Wait, why
found
do I
out
smell like
everything.
Scrumpy? What the hell?
Oh, you spilled it on you when you passed out.
But my Scrumpy's right here, all full.
Corinna spilled it when she passed out onto you.
I did not.
God.
Either
you
way,
did. You were asleep.
I was
Ah.
not asleep.
You
Either
nice
way, we
jacket
have
too, damn
information
it.
that we can get back to Mr. Lovestone.
Oh, Asha too.
Wonderful.
And Asha will slide the papers over
Oh
and
yeah.
then take something off of that plate on the way back.
Here's some papers and here's some.
You already
The
ate that
papers
plate.
look like the entity, right?
Mhm. It's a drawing of
Okay.
the entity that only.
Yep.
Well, now you two have seen it too, but yes, it is a drawing.
Yep,
Okay.
that's that thing.
And then she will slide the gold thing to Dominic and then take something off of that plate.
Dominic, if you
All right.
do you open the little gold case?
Yeah, open
Inside there is some.
Oh wow, it opens?
There is some erotic artwork from the former Marchioness. 70-year-old erotica from the Marchioness
It's-
from her stash.
it. Weird human erotica. Ugh, disgusting. All right,
Can
whatever.
I do like a quick sweep of the or investigation
Please.
of the room?
Yeah,
To
it's
see if there's,
outside,
like-
but yeah.
Or yeah, just to
Of
see
the-
if
of
like
the
there's anything. And how much power do I have to use to add a dice?
2 per die you add.
Okay.
and
You know what? I'll add 2.
So as you're doing that, yes, was there another thing coming in?
Well, just and so I see no traces of the entity whatsoever. He's just
Your
gone.
with your true seeing, it has been your bionicle eye. There's it's gone.
I have 2 6s and 2 3s. So I guess I'll go with mystery.
Mystery is a good one to do for this. As
Does anything catch my eye, or does it seem like
honestly, this was as you kind of just investigate the area, kind of looking around, everything now seems, I mean, it seems weird because it's not your normal world, but it seems, the energy seems less sort of heightened and everything seems kind of back to normal to a certain extent.
okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Filian,
Well,
Yes.
with you see, are you trying to do anything beyond just looking but you see no trace?
I would just like to try to. I guess this would be like a read person, but I want to evaluate because the chef is still kind of making his way around the tables, right?
We'll say he's still there, sure. Give me a read person, then, that's fine.
Yeah, I just want to see if like something has changed in him, or if the thing has maybe burrowed its way in him to hide. Right.
If you look at him, you do not see it anywhere around him.
5, 6, 7, which means I get to re-roll, right?
Get to reroll for free.
Okay. Second degree noir.
Second degree noir. With a
Mowage. So
Mowage, yes.
bring.
With a second degree noir, I will say that his energy, it seems kind of anti-noir. His energy seems lighter. He probably just thinks he got like a second wind, like now he's up here. He's like, okay, but like he seems to be like bouncier a little bit. Still very stressed. Still needs to get back to cooking. Still a million things weighing on him, but he doesn't seem quite as stressed out now.
I will amplify my voice enough for the group to hear me.
Yeah.
So I don't have to like message them all individually.
I don't know what exactly happened, but the entity seems to be gone. I don't see it. I don't see any traces, and the chef seems to be lighter.
So I did a good deed.
yes, you did. And Corinna will pull out the book and say, "Are we ready?"
We never found Mr. Course.
He's sleeping with the fishes. Someone whacked him. Who cares?
I mean, that one did, but didn't our friend tell us to find him here?
The what?
It was possible that he was doing it, but it was not 100% that it was him.
His name was Curse.
Yeah, that's right. Curse.
That's oddly similar, don't you think?
No, some words sound alike.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bit of hand waving at this point. If you guys probably can stick around and have the dessert courses and such
hell yeah.
things.
I will say I will do if you're gonna like have us go back. I would do one last thing before we.
Okay.
I would cast one last message towards the chef.
Okay.
He's never heard my voice. Has no idea what I am. I'm just gonna be a voice in his head.
Okay.
If the purple man returns to your dreams, cut the strings.
The guy like looks up for a second, like what, but sees nothing because it's a Lego speaking telepathically. But in any event, perhaps the message will go through to him. Perhaps the inception will work. But as you guys finish your meal,
We're leaving. Asha's taking a plate.
you just take all the food
Go.
you can. You guys can return to pull the page out once you walk out and pay your bill and make it look normal. You guys return to that, and we are I know it's very late, but I want a quick scene as you download Henry Lovestone on all of this, because he was waiting for this. And so when you come back, he says, "Well, how was dinner?"
Delicious.
Want some?
Once again,
Oh.
disgustingly soft.
Oh, that is good. What was the main course?
Something real Tarask, it seems.
Impossible.
Tarask? Oh.
He said they didn't exist, but it was called a Tarask, and he was explaining the lore behind it, and so I just
well.
assumed that it was actually a Tarask.
It was a play on French food.
Understood. Thank you.
Either way.
So then I'm sure it was heavenly. So, my friends, any spot anything? See anything
Yes.
of note?
There was a dream walker, or
Yes.
Whatever.
What was it? Who was it? Did you meet them? Did you observe them?
well, the
Describe
name
them
was
to me.
Curse.
I threatened
Is
him.
Asha still small?
He'll wave his hand, and Asha can be
Okay.
normal, and Corinna and Dominic can go back to their normal looks.
His name was Curse, and we encountered him entering the dream, and then he allegedly was there in the world. Filian was able to see him.
Asha, find art.
Asha found art. Oh, yes, art.
Yes,
art.
of Curse, and
Oh.
she'll hand it over.
Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right.
And also
yes.
the other one.
What
She's
other
pointing
art?
to Dominic.
Oh, more art.
Yeah,
Yes.
this art. This disgusting art they
What?
have here.
Oh, was this connected to this, or you just grabbed this?
I
mean,
didn't.
Same house.
I believe that was separate.
Understood. Good work, Asha. He'll hand it back to Dominic. Filian, you saw him. Was it through magic or?
Yes, true seeing. I was able to see it both in the dream and in reality.
In
Dominic and
reality,
I
you
said-
saw him in reality. You saw him in the
Yes.
mundane world.
Yes.
All right. So, excellent work. Okay. So this did now. This is a key point. The creature identified himself as Curse. Correct.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
Okay. This is. Oh. All right. Ah. Yes. Okay. Please tell me every single thing you observe the creature say or do. I'm actually going to have everyone make an intellect roll to recall everything they noticed from this to the best of their abilities. If you'd like to use a specific intellect-based skill that you think could help with the analysis, like your recall, I would allow that, but
Analyze? Could I do that?
I'll let you do analyze, sure.
Okay. Is there a limit to how many dice I can?
10 is the max. You can go up to 10. So if you want to
Okay.
spend all your power and have 10, that's totally fine for this roll.
I'll just add.
2 4s.
2 4s. DJ3. You never encountered him once. You just tell him about Scrumpy, and
Yeah.
and you tell him how Corinna accidentally spilled her Scrumpy in Dominic's face.
Yep.
It's like perfect.
Oh.
I saw him, but I did not understand magic at all, so I don't explain it in any coherent way.
But you tell him about intimidating him, right?
Yeah, I told him about intimidating him.
Oh my god.
Henry says that is very impressive. You effectively, yes.
Oh no, sorry.
Asha,
Go ahead.
how'd you do?
No matches. So
No.
Asha say, Asha can't see him because he's invisible. But and then she'll start singing her song.
Asha, super spy, very good, and apparently you are. Yes, Corinna, what did you roll?
I got 3 2s. which
3
is horror,
twos. Horror,
which
great.
might be appropriate.
You tell him in great detail about the horrible things you saw. Filian, what did you roll?
I did spend 2 power to have a 4th die. I rolled 3 7s.
With 3 7s, Filian. Though you didn't understand anything that you were talking about, and you probably used terms like golem in a box.
I was gonna specifically ask about this as a player.
When you then please describe that. Basically, your 3 7s guarantees that you tell him about that.
Yeah, so I would explain everything I saw in the dream, but I was like, also there was a moment where we were in the bedroom and he was looking at the magic box and speaking about a golem named Meridian that needed to, because of a failure, needed to be remade.
A golem? What do you mean a golem?
Well, I don't understand why else he would say, because of a failure, you need to remake.
Why
a being into something else.
why was the curse talking about Meridian?
It was on the magic box.
It
in the
was on the
bedroom.
flat hollow.
A television. A television screen was showing Meridian, and you
Yes,
heard the
and
entity talking. You heard the entity talking about Meridian.
Oh, Asha did hear that.
You could hear it. What precisely it said?
He said, Meridian, if this hadn't been such a failure, you never would have been remade into what you are.
Was the in the golem box, was the golem a man or a woman?
Well, there was I believe it seemed it was the man that it was in reference to. There was a woman, a dreadful,
She's so bad.
yes,
A
a dreadful
so
actress.
bad.
dreadful actress. And if it
Yes,
wasn't
her
a failure-
performance was terrible. But the golem seemed to be doing what it was supposed to do.
All right. Yes, all right. I think I'm beginning to understand a bit more of what's going on. This is excellent work.
Can
Yes,
you
Asha.
rent that movie?
Yes, I can. Actually,
Okay.
I can find that film for us.
Oh yes, I was curious to see how things turned out at the end of the
Yes.
play.
Fleecing Schemester, please warm up your VCR. All right, I'll pull out whatever's in there because those tapes might be more than you guys can handle. Perfect.
You have a personal theater here?
Yes, up in the witch house, we can watch
Oh.
this film. All right. Okay, what we have learned tonight. CC7722 is more key than I had realized. CC7722 feeds the so-called superstar top flight universe. That in turn shapes everything. So in other words, it is a very clever means of going to the mundane place. Oh, but there's this curse. A curse was aware of Meridian. Meridian was on its radar. It noticed. All right, thank you. This is excellent work, you all. And well done getting the curse out of there. That was not even your mission purview, but excellent work done. I hope that the young man has some peace now in his restaurant, is able to sort of prosper. That is excellent work. All right. I will need to think carefully about our next move, but suffice it to say, you've all done very well. And I
Thank
hope you
you.
got a decent meal out of it as well.
Yes.
No.
A curse, for the record, my friends, is not a dreamwalker. Curses are... You're familiar with when someone puts a curse on someone else, correct?
Yes, of course.
There is a form of basically someone cursed this man. Someone put a curse on him, and the curse that formed was such a primal, underlying thing that it formed from dream. This is known to happen, but they are very cunning and very clever. You scared it away, Dominic.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, thank you. I have many things to consider, many paths to make. By the way, did you notice was Lord Joseph Course was the arcane abomination around? Did you notice anyone who was so unpleasant you wanted to murder them?
No, not that we came across.
Perfect.
Just
Whoever put a bunch of statues in one room.
Yes, there was a lot of Greek statues in a single room.
I have to. All right.
What's
I-
Greek?
I'm putting that into the thing, but that's all right. Perfect. Thank you.
That's
all.
where the other art came from.
The erotic. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out what. Thank you all. Excellent work.
Happy to have helped.
I'll get you that movie very soon. Yes, indeed, Asha. And he kind of storms away. And as you guys sort of gather there, If anyone would like to say one last word, you can. Otherwise, this is where we'll end.
Asha gotta make the rules for the drinking game.
for the watching the movie.
Asha, super spy.
Oh, we should have brought some more of that cider.
Well, do you not this? I still am trying to understand the rules of the magic in this place that you built. Can you not just make a drink that you've had appear here? You built this world, right?
It takes a lot of effort and time, and frankly,
All right.
the others kind of did
Okay.
that part.
One thing I want to say though, DJ3, when you say mundane, I don't know what your mundane is, so you need to tell me the rules of what each new plane we're going to is.
I did tell you, and you ignored
You
it.
said mundane. Mundane means there's stupid mannequins out there taking color from the world, and toons out there causing trouble.
Yeah, in general, there's just humans and nothing else. And
Oh man, that sounds like a rough world if only humans.
No
it's
dragons.
pretty great.
It's not mundane, it's hell. All right, well, on that note, as Dominic and DJ3 have an argument about the nature of mundane, that is where we're going to end the game. I know we've run a little longer than usual, so we're gonna quickly close it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to any raiders who stuck around. Hope you enjoyed that very, very strange stuff. I did notice Sophia posted a long time ago, did I lie to Book and Dagger? I don't believe I did. And if Book and Dagger, what is the source of that question? While I in the meantime, I will say that we have upcoming games. On Wednesday, we are back with Top Flight Tales. Join us 7:30 p.m. Pacific. It's gonna be fun stuff. On Friday, we are back with Blood from a Stone. Some big stuff happened in our last one. More fun. I'm also going to say that this Blood from a Stone will be fun. We'll have a lot of people on the 1st of March. Be there for that Blood for a Stone. That's gonna be a big one. I'm really excited about that. On Sunday, we will be back finally after a long delay because of Super Bowls, with some more Here Be Dragons. So see what those rascally dragons are up to. And then 1 week from tonight, we'll be back with this. I will get you options for the vote. Sophia, if you remember, yeah, it's like, if I believe I remember people asking around it, but I don't think I ever told a lie. I think I did some trickiness, but yeah, is my answer to that. I also kind of wish that hadn't come up because then we were so far behind that I didn't have time to introduce that side of it anyway, so this was nonsense. But thank you all for watching. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch older episodes. Go to our wiki that Sophia and everybody else has collaborated on to sort of read about how these things interact with everything. Does anyone here just follow all these people's channels if they have them? They stream at various times. Stream different games. Check them out. Anybody want to plug anything real quick?
I'm good.
Cool. Everyone's wonderful. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, we had a theory, Jacob's course. I genuinely don't remember that. I would have gotten myself out of having to answer that. Now I've answered it now. I also wish that Lauren had known it when we said it, because then we said it so many times. I feel like it limited the impact on her. No, you're fine. I feel bad. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Until next time, sweet dreams.